So let us look into the problem number 1b. So let us look into the problem statement. Problem statement is like this: write a Java program to implement the stack using arrays. Write the methods push, pop and display methods to demonstrate its working. So first let us write a class called as stack.java. So before that, whenever we are handling with stack, okay, sometimes whenever we want to push an element to the stack may be full, okay, and sometimes whenever we want to pop an element, the stack may be totally empty. So the exceptions are defined for this stack overflow and then stack underflow. Okay, stack overflow exception. So these are all user defined exceptions. So we will write like this: public class stack overflow exception extends exception. Okay, this is a stack overflow exception. And then stack underflow exception. This is a user defined exception. It is written like this: public class stack underflow exception extends exception. Here exception is a superclass. And similarly, whenever we want to display the elements, if there are no elements in the stack, then we will come across this exception called as stack empty exception. So this is public class stack empty exception extends exception. So these three user defined exceptions we will be using in the stack class depending upon the requirement. So let us look into the class called as stack. So this is stack.java. So here we will construct the stack. Actually n is an integer which gives you the size of the stack, and then a is an integer array, and top always indicates the top element of the stack, and this is a constructor. We are passing n and then array and the top, and the properties are initialized here. Next we are going to write a method called as push. So this is a method push. So to this push method we are passing one integer called as pushed element, and if there is a problem, then it throws an exception called as stack overflow exception. If the stack is already full, if we are trying to push one more element, we will definitely come across a situation that is called as stack overflow exception. So we are checking here, if the value of top is less than n minus 1, that means we can accommodate some more elements, then you increment the top and then insert this pushed element to a of top. Otherwise the stack is already full. Therefore you throw an exception called as throw new stack overflow exception. Please understand this key elements, that is this throws and throw. Okay, throws is used along with the method signature. Okay, but the throw is used here to throw the exception. Okay, stack overflow exception. So similarly we are going to write another method called as pop. See here, pop throws stack underflow exception. If there is a problem, then we will throw this stack underflow exception. That means if there are no elements in the stack, then we will throw this exception. So if top is greater than or equal to 0, and then pop one element, top minus minus. Otherwise you throw an exception called as stack underflow exception. Okay, that's all. Next we'll come to the display method. So this is a method called as display, public void display. This throws an exception called as stack empty exception. If there are no elements in the stack, then it throws an exception called as stack empty exception. If top is greater than or equal to 0, that means there are elements in the stack. So display the elements in the stack, take a for loop from 0 to top, and then display all the elements a of I. Otherwise, if there are no elements in the stack, throw this exception called as stack empty exception. Okay, please note that there is no main method here, so we have to write one more class called as stackdemo.java. There we are going to write our main method. So this is the main method we are writing. So stackdemo.java, we have a main method, and choice, that is take the choice from the user, and then this is the element. So integer n, array a, and top is initialized to -1 initially, and take a scanner. First take the size of the stack here, okay, and then create an array of that many elements, and then create an object of stack here, passing 3 parameters, that is n, a and top. Then you have a infinite for loop. Then you have options like this: 1 for push, 2 for pop, and 3 for display, and 0 for exit. And you take the choice from the user. And switch statement, you take a switch statement and you say choice is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 0. 1 corresponds to push, 2 corresponds to pop, 3 corresponds to display. So if it is 1, then take an element like this, read one element and try to push it, okay. Call this stack dot push. If there is a problem, then it throws this exception called as stack overflow exception. Similarly, case 2 is for pop. So call this method called as pop. If there is a problem, it throws this exception called as stack underflow exception. Next, 3, option number 3, you call this display method. If there is a problem, it throws this stack empty exception. If it is 0, then you exit. So now I will run this program and show you how it works. See, enter the stack size. Stack size, let's say I will enter as 3 is my size. So first I will push one element. So 1, I will push 10. Okay. Next I will push one more element. I will push one more element. Enter the element to be pushed 2. Now 2 elements I have pushed. So I will try to display the elements. So I got 10 and 20 here. So now I will pop one of the elements, that is I will give 2. So now again I will display now. So when I display this, it is having only one element like this. So we have checked this this push, pop and display. Now I will pop that one more element, that is like this. Now I will display I'll try to display the elements. So I try to display the element, but I am getting stack is empty because there are no elements in this stack. Okay, thank you.